In today's video, I want to go over the latest developments regarding crafting that were revealed during the last CitizenCon. We learned that we will be starting with what is essentially a Tier 0 implementation, limited only to FPS gear, which is a small step forward but still a start. That being said, I believe the game will need to evolve further to make crafting a satisfying and enjoyable experience. So in this video, I will go over a few improvements CIG could introduce to make that happen. The first improvement I would like to see is the introduction of a proper player-to-player marketplace. Whether it's accessible directly through the mobiGlass or via trade terminals placed in cities, stations, on outposts, such a system would allow players to list their crafted or looted items for sale in a secured and organized way. Buyers could browse available listings, purchase what they need, and then collect their items from the local inventory where the sale took place. This would make trading between players far more convenient and reliable than the current method of dropping items on the ground and hoping that they don't glitch out or get stolen by someone passing by. In addition to providing safety, it would also help stimulate local economies, as certain items might become more common or valuable depending on the region, creating a natural sense of supply and demand within the universe. This naturally leads to the second improvement, which will be the addition of buy orders. Crafting will require players to gather a wide variety of materials and resources, and not everyone will have the time or the equipment to collect everything themselves. A buy order system would allow players to outsource resource gathering to others in a structured and secure way. For example, a crafter could place a buy order for a specific material such as laranite or bexelite or even organics, specifying the quantity, the price per unit, and the delivery location. Other players who specialize in mining, salvaging, or hauling could then accept these orders and bring the requested materials to the designated freight elevator or terminal. Once delivered, the system would automatically transfer the payment and store the resources in the buyer's local inventory. This would not only make resource gathering more dynamic, but also help build a living player economy where miners, haulers, salvagers, and crafters naturally depend on each other. Over time, when players will be able to build their own bases, it could even lead to the formation of industrial hubs or trade centers where supply chains emerge organically across the systems. Another improvement I think the game really needs is crafting skill progressions. During CitizenCon, we were told that crafted items will actually be of higher quality than the ones we can buy in shops. While that sounds appealing at first, it does not make complete sense from a lore perspective. How could a rookie crafter, someone who just learned to use a workbench, produce something superior to what established corporations have been manufacturing for centuries? To make this system believable and rewarding, CIG should introduce a mastery mechanic similar to the current reputation system. At the beginning, players would produce basic quality gear that is comparable to a slightly below store-bought item. As they continue to craft, their skill level would gradually increase, improving efficiency, reducing material waste, and eventually unlocking the ability to create superior items. Reaching higher tiers of mastery could even allow access to unique blueprints or variants, making the most experienced crafters genuinely valuable within the player economy. So, crafting has the potential to become one of the most engaging community-driven features in Star Citizen, but it needs the right foundations to truly shine. The systems shown at CitizenCon are a good starting point, yet they only scratch the surface of what could be achieved. By adding features such as player-to-player marketplaces, a proper buy order system, and a skill-based progression mechanic, CIG could create a living, breathing economy where every player contributes in their own way. Whether you are a miner, a hauler, a salvager, or a dedicated crafter, these improvements could ensure that your role has a real value and purpose within the universe. If done right, crafting could become far more than just a background system and evolve into a central pillar of Star Citizen's gameplay loop, driving cooperation, trade, and player identity across the verse. That is all for today's video. If you have any other ideas for possible game improvements that crafting could bring to the game, let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. As always, a big shout out to my Patreon and YouTube members. I couldn't do this without you guys, including Sokar Tarsicius, Dr. Forbin, Shadow Rise, The Key to Docker, and Zero Crusher. I have been Iran, and I will see you guys in the next one.